What's good, guys? I want to share a little information with you today. Today I simply want to tell you about me, who I am, what kind of goals I have, and what I'm doing right now in my training. So, who am I? My name is Alex and I'm considered to be intermediate power builder, for now at least. That's in on my 9th year as a gym goer, on and off periods of course, but been doing this since spring 2014. This series ACEtalks is also a new project that I also want to implement to our new upcoming company, Southwest Aesthetics, in the future, as a building foundation, if you will, to start educating and just talk about areas and my own thoughts when it comes to daily life and training. This episode I want to just talk about me and how I started training in the first place, and especially what I strive for in my approaches to training. I want to start off by introducing myself outside of the gym. I'm a occupational therapist that works in psychiatric care and studying to become a personal trainer and dietist on the side of my daily job. My gym journey started, as I mentioned, 9 years ago, so I've been pretty much working out 1/3 of my whole life. This is crazy. Feels like I just got started, but it's been quite the journey. I started my fitness life 2014 because back in the day I used to, and still am, a big boy, was quite overweight and always been the quiet kid. And I want to start off by saying fitness saved my life. I started off my journey with losing about 50 to 55 pounds, which is about 25 kg, in about 7-8 months span, which I thought was extraordinary. Went from 93 to 67 kg. From Gragas to Fiddlesticks for the league players out there. This was quite the feeling, but it was only the beginning. Back then I was really invested in this new thing, this new activity, especially the diet. Let me start off with saying that it was a close call for me. Close call for killing my health. I'm saying this because it wasn't healthy. I lost a lot of weight, yes. Yes, I did. But I had the circumstances to lose that kind of amount in that short amount of time because I lacked muscle overall, even in the first place. So I really didn't have much to lose, if you will. But it still wasn't optimal. It still wasn't a healthy state. Losing about 25 kilograms in 7 months results in an average weight loss of 3 to 4 kg a month, which, like I said, isn't healthy. Way too much, way too fast. But I'm not referring to the physical side effects of a fast weight loss, rather than the mental and psychological part. It affected my daily and social life. And when I refer to it was a close call, I refer to me being really close to getting stuck in a bad habit, a gate to eating disorder. And I really want to get this out there because I think it's important. It's important to talk about this because to be honest, it's a lot of people out there that are struggling with issues like this, and especially eating disorders. But gladly I stopped before it was too late and decided to just count calories. Yes, but on a more ish scale, if you know what I mean. Not let it control me rather than I had to control it. And yeah, for those of you who know me, I'm doing a cut too at the moment, which is going really, really well. And I measure and weigh my meals, but still at a level that it doesn't control my daily life, and still resulting in great gains. Because, guys, you can have cheat days. You can have that ice cream, that cake or chocolate bar or anything like that. I actually want you to have cheat days. I encourage you to have them. You want to strive for results, but you also want to strive for balance. That's how I got started. But what about what I'm striving for in my future as an athlete? Onto the why. Why do I train? As for now, my training approach includes the ones of a typical power builder. The past 1 to 2 years before I switched to more power building, I've been focusing more on powerlifting itself and on and off power building times as well, but strength is, and as for now will be, my main priority. The first 4 to 5 years in my training journey, if you will, I used a more hypertrophic and bodybuilding approach, but I chose to switch to a more strength-based approach because of 2 simple reasons, really. One, I mean, who doesn't want to be strong? It's not only because you maybe want to be strong because it's quite awesome, but it's quite functional as well. And 2, I found myself in a place where I was really pleased and happy with my visual aspects in my training, but I was really, really weak comparing to how I looked. So I simply wanted more balance. And recently my main profound goal is to compete in powerlifting, and though this is on hold due to my cut, but a competition attendance in the near future is on my priority list. Currently my SBD, my squat bench deadlift, lays within a total of 540 kg, but I feel like I can and I will amp it up to at least 600 kilograms before I want to compete. Yeah. I also is under a self-reflection which weight I should stay on. I've been about 105 over even 110 kg for a long time before this cut and before I started this, but the further I proceed in this current cut, which is my best cut I ever done, I continue to wonder how long I can go down or how long I should go down in body weight with the desired total in the SBD lifts to a competition. Yeah. Now on to the third talking point, last but not least. What am I doing today in my current training? Well, as I mentioned, I'm cutting at the moment. That is actually starting to come to a close. Right now in the end of week 15, and I'm going to cut 16 weeks in total, so next week will be my last week of this cutting phase. During this almost 4 months I lost about 10 kilograms with a really good pace. I'm really pleased with this one actually. It's the best cut so far, if you ask me. I could go on longer, but when it comes to cuts especially, I don't do longer than 16 weeks because, quite frankly, being on a caloric deficit for such a long time, it puts a huge toll on your body. And I haven't lost that much muscle or strength either. Especially happy with the strength part. I mean, as long as you keep your protein high, really prioritize sleep and recovery and put in the work, you will come a long way. And as stated before, don't rush it. It's when you rush the results, the performance falter. It really is. It's a marathon, guys. And as for my training block, I'm doing this overhead press and squat specialization program with a few more weeks to go. And it's going great. And to be honest, I'm not sure yet actually what I will proceed with. If it's to maintain and do a little cut after, or just to continue with a lean bulk, because one thing I also learned with this is that you don't benefit much or anything at all from a dirty bulk. I mean, hell, I'm even stronger in some lifts now, 10 kilograms lighter than I was previously, so it was just unnecessary fat limiting my performance. That's also why I'm considering actually going down a weight class, because I feel like I can achieve greater results in a lower weight class strength-wise. Because the weight gap is quite big between classes, but I let the future decide this one. And I'm really excited to see what awaits. Because for the moment I feel quite invincible really. But for now I will end this cut next week with a SBD maxing day actually, to see where I'm at, and afterwards just try to maintain and maybe go back to some more strength based programming. Yeah guys, this is me, and this was it for today's video. So until next time, lift your limits and have a good one.